Used to be afternoon TV, bleeding through the screen, a talk show yelling while the ice melted in my cup. My sister's spaghetti second helpings, elbows on the table, plum stains on my wrists under that stubborn tree out back. I was a round kid, easy to distract, happy living off whatever was left. I didn't ask for a map, I didn't want a plot, just the yard, the heat, the day staying put. Dry then humid, dry then humid, like someone flipping the air on and off, like we could keep it simple if we kept it moving. But summer, you're a boneyard now, full of things I didn't mean to dig up. I wanted posters at the swap meet, acid wash and cheap sunglasses, not the questions that sit down next to me and won't leave when the fan stops. Summer, you're a boneyard now, and I keep stepping where the ground gives in. We had a patch of dirt we never named, just bikes thrown down in a hose that always leaked. I used to think the grown-ups were unbreakable, like lawn chairs, like the porch that never moved. And one year took a bite out of the next, and the next one learned to sound like sirens. I started counting exits in my head, practicing small talk like it could save me. What if he comes back this year? What if he's smiling and I still feel cornered? What if I say the wrong thing and the day turns its face and pretends not to know me? 'Cause summer, you're a boneyard now, full of things I didn't mean to dig up. I wanted posters at the swap meet, I can't drive 55 in sun-faded letters, not the kind of fear that learns my address and shows up early with a folding chair. Summer, you're a boneyard now, and I keep stepping where the ground gives in. I never wanted nostalgia, I never wanted to reverse into it, like back in a car down a narrow driveway, mirrors full of old faces. I wanted you to stay a surface, hot pavement, sprinkler mist, cheap radio songs through a screen door. But there's a line of laundry in my mind, beach bum orange on the horizon, and on it ghosts clipped up with wooden pins, shirts that still hold somebody's shape. So summer, keep your boneyard, I'm done pretending it's just a season. I'll take the plum tree, the spaghetti, the dumb TV and the easy laughing, and leave the rest in the dirt where it started, leave the rest where it can't reach me. Dry then humid, dry then humid, I breathe, I let it pass. I breathe, I let it pass. Leave the porch light off, I already know the way. To all of you I never managed to keep, I'm small as a pebble in a pocket, one quick drop and I'm gone. I didn't move the water much, just a brief set of circles touching shores that never learned my name. If you feel it later, it fate, call it physics. I wrote receipts on cheap paper, folded them into goodbyes. I'm not asking to be forgiven, just read me once, then put me down. This isn't a headline, it's a cut cord. It's me letting go of the role. I was everybody's problem and everybody's almost. If you hear my footsteps in the hallway, it's just your mind replaying. I'm not coming back to fix it. I'm not coming back at all. To Lilin, you gave me clean water and I leaned in. Took too much, stayed too long. I poured my worst into your patience, made your kindness carry my anger. You called it friendship, I treated it like somewhere to dump my weight. If you still flinch at certain songs, I'm sorry for that. Not sorry in a poem way, sorry like a stain you can't lift. To mother, I arrived on a day you can't forget, and I'm leaving on another. Between those two dates, I stacked ache on top of ache, and you kept making dinner like it could fix the universe. You will grieve, you will be furious, you will set a plate out by accident and hate yourself for it. And still, if anyone could pull me back by my first name, it would have been you. But names don't work like ropes, and love can't always stand me up. This isn't a headline, it's a cut cord. It's me letting go of the role. I was everybody's problem and everybody's almost. If you hear my footsteps in the hallway, it's just your mind replaying. I'm not coming back to fix it. I'm not coming back at all. To be, you taught me the body can be a door that swings both ways. You unhooked the leash, then laughed when I ran. I tried to be a locked box until you chose someone else and called it honesty. After that, I made a religion out of strangers, not for love, for noise, for proof I could still feel anything. To Jean, you walked in like you belonged there, and somehow you did. You held her attention with one hand, and with the other popped my little private fantasy like it was nothing. So here's the ugly truth, plain and useful. I hated you not because you were cruel, because you were real. To Catalina, keep your fingers moving, let the keys take what they need. They'll pay you back in steady measures when people don't. To Marriott, we try to trade sorrows like cigarettes outside a bar. We learned broken people make sharp hosts. To the one who called it spiritual death, you said I was hollowing out, I said I was finally breathing. Maybe we were both right. To Tali, you got my laughter on weekends, but my real self stayed locked. It's better that way, a fast kiss than the clean quiet. To Chick, remember the field, the cheap grass stains, the plan we trusted more than God. They called us trouble like it was a compliment. When the line closed up, you looked at me like still going. And I always was, so look at me now. And don't you dare make it shame. I found the gap, I pushed through. I crossed the line to wander you miles away, cool as a lock screen. You always wanted a big finish, so here it is. My last grand gesture, my last special effect as I slip out. Is that a clap I hear, or just the room settling after I'm gone? store-bred aisle. 2 a.m., two kinds of hunger in the same fluorescent. John worked mornings at the parish kitchen, knuckles split from heat and steel. He baked rye in dented pans, no sugar, said if it bites back it's real. He'd eat it standing by the sink, red wine in a jelly jar. Swore the best hour of the day was when the sun hits hard. Felicity slept through sirens, woke up later, soft steps, careful with the floor. White bread, trim crust, warm sweet milk, like she could keep the world outdoors. She kept a vase of lilies by the window, clean as laundry on a line. She looked up like the moon was company and let the silence shine. Same building, different weather, same hallway, different gods. One prayed with both fists clenched, one prayed with open palms. And there was a dome between them, not a church, not a home, just a heavy thing you feel when you're never in the same room. He loved the noon that burns your face, she loved the late hour calm. 2 loaves on the same table, couldn't break the same one in half. Ooh. Talked over everyone, bought flowers cheap, sharp, almost rude. Put them in a pickle jar like a dare to make the quiet move. His friend said, man, you're made of metal, like nothing could get through. But you could see the salt at work, where his smile turned blue. Feli said she was a fast one in a doorway, always leaving, always near. A little warning in her eyes, like she'd already heard bad news somewhere. She'd say, don't drink so hard, John. He'd say, don't disappear. They meet in absences, then lose each other there. Same building, different weather, same hallway, different guards. One held his pain like property, one kept it in the fund. And there was a dome between them, not a church, not a home, just a heavy thing you feel when you're never in the same room. He loved the noon that burns your face, she loved the late hour calm. 2 loaves on the same table, couldn't break the same one in half. Then the city threw a party in the basement, bad speakers, borrowed lights. Somebody poured too much, somebody cried, somebody started a fight. They danced like strangers on a dare, like it might fix what words can't mend. A ride showed up with no clean reason, pain driving, grinning like a friend. Call it Dionysus, call it last call, call it whatever gets you moving. Cause there was a dome between them, and it cracked for one cheap song. He spilled his wine, she spilled her milk, and they finally sang along. He tasted rye and bitterness, she tasted sugar gone too fast. 2 lives pulling the same rope, dragged home by a wagon of glass. In the morning he'll love the sun again. She'll look for the moon on her way, but for a minute in that crooked room, they met in the middle instead. You're the kid who didn't hesitate. Shoes on, steel rungs, hands in the cold. Climb like gravity was negotiable, and tag that gold ball like it owed you. Crew cut, neat pockets full of answers. You do the hard math for fun. I kept my numbers on my fingers, lost count the minute you started to run. And I don't know when your name stopped living in my mouth. Somewhere between moving boxes and slammed car doors. Now I punch dates into a phone like it can tell me what I'm sorry for. If I say it out loud, do you come back to me? Dirk McDermott, sweet and sharp as winter air. I still see that blue neckerchief, the one I pressed into your face when your nose wouldn't quit. I was a kid, I was trying, I was learning what care costs. You always had a runny nose, always had scraped knees, always had a look like you were headed somewhere no one else could see. We built an igloo behind the rec center, out of dirty snow and bragging. You crawled in on all fours laughing, and I watched like it was a secret worth having. I never said what I meant back then. I said good job, I said your turn, but I kept the warm words where they wouldn't burn. If I say it out loud, do you come back to me? Dirk McDermott, clean cut, wild grin, brave hands. I still see that blue neckerchief, the one I offered up like proof I could be somebody's friend. I was a kid, I was trying, I was learning what care costs. Last night I was standing in smoke and rain by a train that went off script. Metal bent open like a can, steam rising off the gravel, sirens far away. Someone shouting numbers, someone pulling blankets from a trunk. And there you were, older, unchanged, like a thought I never finished. I told you I was happy in that igloo. I said it quick like it didn't matter. I kept my eyes on the wet ground, my voice rough, my throat tight. I didn't look at your face, I didn't look at your face. Gold ball on a flagpole, blue cloth in my hand. Some names you carry quiet until they weigh more than you planned. Morning prize at the skyline, like a can tap. Somebody upstairs yells down a goodbye. A thin slice of day cuts under the clouds, like the horizon's got a stiff old eyelid from an upstairs window. Somebody leans out, thanks for the beer, right when you get work. A car clears its throat, then decides to live. Rolls slow past the curbside lakes, swerves the deeper parts like it's learned this street. by the bruises on its rims. There's a dog in a doorway, tucked in tight, his tail wrapped careful around his feet, watching the world leak without flinching. And I'm standing here with my phone lit up, thumb hovering over your name, like that could stop the weather. It's raining in cities I can't pronounce, on rooftops, on runways, on empty plans. It's raining on the ones who go out anyway, and the ones who stay in with the blinds halfway. It's raining like it's got nowhere else to be, steady as rent, steady as memory. Wherever you are, wherever I am, it's finding both of us again. It's raining in Koblenz, in Buda, in Pest, in Argentina, where the news stays loud. The bank vault's got water in it, money turning soft at the edges, papers in safe deposit boxes, getting that basement smell. It's raining on a line of park bicycles, seats shining like they're freshly oiled. It's raining for the birthday dinner and the canceled train. It's raining quiet, the kind that makes you talk softer even when you're alone. Somewhere a kitchen light stays on one small square in a big dark house. The cook can't sleep, tooth screaming, playing solitaire at the table, looking over her shoulder and cheating like it's a prayer. It's raining in cities I can't pronounce, on rooftops, on runways, on empty plans. It's raining on the ones who go out anyway, and the ones who stay in with the blinds halfway. It's raining like it's got nowhere else to be, steady as rent, steady as memory. Wherever you are, wherever I am, it's finding both of us again. It's raining on tailings from tired minds, on ghost towns holding their breath in the hills. It's raining on the old apartment 2 states away, where we practiced being different people and believed it. It's raining on headstones, flat ones, tall ones, down into open ground that doesn't mind waiting. It's raining on history's worst ideas, on fields where uniforms disappeared, on bronze men nobody visits. Alcatraz in the fog, mushrooms under steel bunks, little umbrellas where no one should grow, and far out past shipping lanes, millions of pale yellow butterflies trying to cross an ocean, moving like they've been instructed by a force that doesn't explain itself. It's raining in cities I can't pronounce, on rooftops, on runways, on empty plans. It's raining on the ones who go out anyway, and the ones who stay in with the blinds halfway. It's raining like a long goodbye that never makes us see. Wherever you are, wherever I am, it's finding both of us again. Right when you get word, I will. Jericho's not on a map, it's in the things they toast to. behind glass and security, behind the members' only ropes. I watch the doorman smile like a lock that learned to talk, and my name turned to a rumor when I stepped onto the block. They said, be patient, be grateful, keep your eyes on the ground, but hunger doesn't kneel forever when it learns its own sound. So we traded quiet, hoping for a pair of steady shoes, and we started walking circles where they said we'd always lose. No miracle schedule, no hero on a hill, just lungs in our chests and a stubborn kind of will. No counting out the distance, no asking to be spared, just one more lap around it like we're already there. We don't need a hole cut clean through the stone. We don't need permission, we don't need a throne. We move like weather, patient and severe, round and round until the air remembers we were always here. We were always here. We carry what we know like a backpack on the train, not heavy, not holy, just proof we've lived through rain. A little cash in the pocket, not enough to buy the gate, but enough to feed the marshers, enough to not be late. There are cameras in the corners and a sermon in the noise, telling us our hands are trouble, telling us we're not the choice. But I've seen feud out written on a wall that wasn't strong, when too many tired footsteps finally turned into a song. No silver trumpets calling, no smoke up in the sky, just the rhythm of our breathing and the yes we won't deny. Forget the miles behind us, forget the aches we hide. If the wall is made of power, power can be tried. We don't need a hole cut clean through stone. We don't need permission, we don't need a throne. We move like weather, patient and severe, round and round until the air remembers we were always here. Up on the rim, the well-fed shake their heads, mouths full of reasons, hands full of not enough. Go back, they shout, there's no room for all of you. But I've watched a table stretch when the truth comes through. So take my voice, no, take every voice, let it climb the mortar, let it leave them no choice. Not anger, not violence, just a joy they can't arrest, a sound that says we're coming, a sound that won't rest. We don't need a hole cut clean through stone. We don't need permission, we don't need a throne. We move like weather, patient and severe, round and forgets it was ever held up. October rides the elevator up and never says my name. 13th floor, I leave a window barely cracked, and the city slips its fingers through the gap. Cold air making a game of my curtains, like it knows what I'm trying not to ask. Down on the sidewalk, kids in plastic armor practice being brave for a few blocks. Pillowcase parade, little paper skeletons, hands sticky from the bargain box. And it's funny what we call a treat when we're just trying to get through the week. The wind keeps pushing everything toward the water. Flyers, loose change, a note I shouldn't have said. And I watch it all go like it's got a reason, like the lake is taking what we can't explain. If I'm part of it, let me be small and honest. Let me let go without a scene. October, take the leftover sugar and the parts of me that don't get eaten. There's a receipt in my coat from last winter, creased like a little fossil of a day. A parking ticket, unfaded and stubborn, that still thinks I'm parked the same old way. I count my mistakes in tiny numbers while the trees throw confetti at my feet. Leaves spinning like they're late for something, like they've got someplace they need to be. And I cry at the change of seasons, not dramatic, just steady like a leak. The wind keeps pushing everything toward the water. Shopping list, apologies, keys I never found. And I watch it all go like it's got a reason, like the shoreline is a lost and found. If I'm part of it, let me be small and honest. Let me let go without a scene. October, take the leftover sugar and the parts of me that don't get eaten. I used to think I'd be louder, I used to think I'd leave a mark. Now I'm learning how to disappear without making it my job. In the hallway, someone's laughing through a door I'll never knock. I press my palm against the window and let the glass stay cold. The lake keeps its own kind of silence. It doesn't ask where you've been, just takes what's untethered and teaches it how to swim. like a tired, a gray line. Boots full of gravel, hands full of rope. Every new foothold feels like borrowed time, and the map keeps folding back on our hope. I watch the ones behind me, heads down low, counting their losses like change in their palms. No miracle runners, no shortcut home, just years in our lungs and the pull of the climb. And somewhere ahead, where I can't see it, there's a voice that doesn't doubt. It's steady as a signal on a bad radio, telling me, keep going now. Don't give your fear a microphone. Don't feed the siren when it calls. If the wind gets mean and the air turns cold, that's just summer weather, that's all. Hold on, hold on. When the sky closes in, we're close to the top. There's always somebody saying this is too steep, like the hill's a verdict and not a road. Somebody dropping their bag in the weeds, saying they'll rest, but they're letting go. And I get it, I do, my knees shake too. I've bargained with gravity under my breath, but I've seen the thickest clouds gather up right before the ridgeline finally gives. So if you hear your own voice turn against you, like it's someone you should trust, put your hand on the ground, feel it holding still, and stand up, stand up. Don't give your fear a microphone. Don't feed the siren when it calls. If the wind gets mean and the air turns cold, that's just summer weather, that's all. Hold on, hold on. When the sky closes in, we're close to the top. I'm not saying it's easy, I'm saying it's ours. This slow, stubborn moving, minute by hour. And if you can't see the next step, take mine for a while. We'll trade strength back and forth till the ground levels out. Don't give your fear a microphone. Let it talk, don't let it drive. If the clouds stack up like a wall of smoke, it means we're almost arrived. Hold on, hold on. If the sky closes in, we're close to the top. Close to the top.
They keep asking for a clean story, like bad luck comes with a receipt. Alright, my name's Pete. I'm the kind of guy who counts my cash in ones like it's proof I'm doing fine. Love a full tank, hate a 10-cent change, so I run out 9 times. I can charm a room with a half-smile grin and lose it all by 2. I got a talent for the wrong damn turn on a road I already knew. Judge asked me, Pete, where's your wife? I said, man, she's gone. He said, was it yelling? Was it fists? Was it knives? I said, it was everything I'm on. It was a Saturday sermon in my bloodstream and a back row bar in my breath. I chased cheap thrills like they owed me, and they paid me back with death. Now I'm standing in the county seat with blood I can't outrun. Yeah, I finally found my change when I watched her in the wrong car and the world kept moving on. She wouldn't do the dance hall, wouldn't do the screen, didn't like crowds, didn't like noise. She ironed out her Sunday dress like it could iron out my choice. But I'd slip off after supper, say I'm just meeting up with friends. Come on broken too loud and start a fight I couldn't end. Moon up like a street light halo, perched down like my pride. I'm singing to the cornfields like they're clapping on my side. Then I see her by the shoulder of the road, face tight, jaw set, like she been praying and waiting. And I'm the answer she didn't get. It was a Saturday sermon in my bloodstream and a back row bar in my breath. I chased cheap thrills like they owed me, and they paid me back with death. Now I'm standing in the county seat with blood I can't outrun. Yeah, I finally found my change when I watched her in the wrong car and the world kept moving on. She pointed up, said, Pete, look, like the sky's coming apart. I tilted back to laugh at it and fell flat on my heart. Head met gravel, tires met bone, metal kissed my skull. The car didn't stop to apologize, just kept pulling like a mule. And I sobered in a second, the way fear does the job. Liquor ran right out the gutter of my throat when I saw her in that box on wheels, and the taillight swallowed up the road. They said two men woke in white sheets, same hospital, different prayers. One wanted God to forgive him, one wanted me to pay upstairs. He looked at me like I was trash, said your girl was drunk, you're sick, and my car is done for man. Total, that's it. Something snapped, it had my name on it. Something small, something mean. I've been losing my whole life, but I couldn't lose that scene. So if the state's got a high chair waiting, go ahead, strap me in, 'cause I've been burning since the moment that the wheels took her with them. I'm not asking for a pardon, I'm not asking to be saved, I'm just telling you the truth, Judge. I was built for going broke, and I finally got what I chased. There was a man named Pete. He learned what a dime costs. Too late.
Names on a time card, names on a stone, same ink, different code. They learned the punch clock like a prayer, hands clean back bent, eyes down. No sick days unless a boss said fair, no loud voice in a loud town. Coffee went cold in a paper cup, lunch was a bruise and cheap bread. 10 days a week just to keep up, paid for 5, still thanked. you ask for the front door, they point you to the side. If you asked what you're worth, they'd say, I'm fine. They worked in the city, kept scoring late fees and rent in a number to play. They worked till their hands weren't theirs anymore. Then the train took them out where the grass stays cut and quiet, and the flowers don't stay. One kept a ticket folded in his wallet, like it was proof that luck could learn his name. Miguel watched the mailbox like a camera, waiting for a check that never came the same. Milagros counted plates and school forms, 10 kids, 10 coats, 10 sets of shoes. All good timed her life in small promotions, $5 more, still nothing to lose. Manuel smiled at his supervisor's jokes, then pictured the chair when the man was gone. He didn't want revenge, just air in his lungs and a chance to be called moving on. They said, be grateful your employee like that was a home. They learned to swallow every word till swallowing was all they owned. They worked in the city, kept scoring late fees and rent in a number to play. They worked till their hands weren't theirs anymore. Then the train took them out where the grass stays cut and quiet, and the flowers don't stay. Yesterday, today, tomorrow on repeat, a family bill passed down like a hand-me-down sheet. Some nights America kicked the door in, shouting, look, look, your ticket won. Then morning came with the same old sirens, same old staircase, same old sun. The bodega sold them steak that lied, rice and beans behind locked glass, and the TV taught their kids to want a block that wouldn't want them back. Queens on the screen, clean lawns, clean teeth, the perfect house with a rule book smile. First ones on the block, they'd say, as if distance could change their file. There's a woman on the avenue, cards on a folding table, plastic covered. She'll tell you the dead still talk. For a fee you can almost suffer. Tell me the number you beg the air. Tell me the one that splits the chain. I'll visit every holiday. I'll stop cursing my own last name. Rise, table, rise, but nothing rises here. Just another paycheck story, ending in a box of borrowed gear. They fought each other over broken things, a used car that starts a color TV glow, $5 more on the same long shift, a lucky hit on a numbers roll. Meanwhile the bosses learn their faces like fixtures, quiet, replaceable. Assistant to the assistant to the assistant, smiling like it's non-negotiable. And the policy was written plain, don't promote the ones who scrub the floors. Teach them how are you in perfect sound, so they forget what Spanish is for. They worked in the city, kept scoring late fees and rent in a number to play. They worked till their hands weren't theirs anymore. Now the train takes them out where the grass stays cut and quiet, and the flowers don't stay. But listen, Puerto Rico is a beautiful place, and found it young. Some heat has a memory. I waited on the porch steps, bare legs on painted wood. Screen door sighing every time the house settled. Street lamp buzz, then it quit, and the sky went blank like somebody switched it off. Bats stitched tight circles overhead, eating what the air kept making. Mosquitoes came in thick, sweet clusters, like the neighborhood was pouring sugar in a summer. Their bites stayed busy under my skin, jumping around like it had a job to do. He said, "Don't touch the box," but he never told me why his voice got small when the power cut out mid-shift, like a song losing half its instruments. Electricity's always looking for a body, a place to finish what it started. And love is kinda like that, it keeps reaching through the walls. My father came home smelling like burned air, like metal and work and warning. And I watched him wash his hands too long at the kitchen sink. Years later I heard the story from someone else. The panel got cleaned down to the bone, calf and hip, a terrible kind of tidy. And Dirksen stopped like a held breath. He never called it fear, just said it happens when it's hot. Then he laughed like it was nothing, like the sun and a paycheck could explain it. But the heat he meant wasn't weather, it was coke spelled cold ground into his pores until his skin kept the mark. Electricity's always looking for a body, a place to finish what it started. And love is kinda like that, it keeps reaching through the walls. My father came home smelling like burned air, like metal and work and warning. And I watched him wash his hands too long at the kitchen sink. In the yard behind the duplex, he lit charcoal like he was starting a small sun. Chicken skin snapped and tight, and paprika on his fingertips, salt stuck in the lines of his knuckles, pepper on his tongue when he talked. Vinegar hit the lid sharp, clean, mean, and steam came up fast, wet on my face like a lesson. I stood close enough to sweat, smoke glaze in my arms, hungry and quiet, pretending I wasn't scared. Electricity's always looking for a body, and I've been wanting my whole life, trying to hold what moves too quick, trying not to get burned. My father, he carried the current home, set it down with the tools and the keys, and fed us anyway, while the air kept biting, while the bats did their stitching. Sunday air tastes like coins and old wood, incense caught in the back of your throat. Your shoes too clean for the floor you came from, hands folded tight like you're trying not to show. Two small bodies in pressed up collars, brown knees on a borrowed prayer. Stained glass paints you in borrowed colors, like it's possible to be safe in there. And the statue's looking past us like it already knows your name. like it's seen this scene in every city, just the faces changing. It's fitting you're here, boys, not because you did something wrong, but because the world loves a sacrifice, and it's been practicing all along. They'll call you trouble before you speak, they'll make you prove you belong, and they'll trade your childhood for a headline, like it's nothing to keep and easy to pawn. Outside, your mother's lipstick on a coffee lid, counting tips and missed calls in her head. Inside, the choir climbs up on the organ, soft as a promise the rent won't take. Instead, you stare up at the nailed up body, not old enough to know what it means, but you recognize that kind of silence, the kind that follows you through your teens. When someone smiles too wide in the doorway, when a teacher says not you, not today, when a clerk keeps a hand on the counter like you might take the change and run away. It's fitting you're here, boys, not because you asked for a cross, but because they hand them out like uniforms and then charge you for the cost. A kiss that tastes like pity on your cheek, a friend who swears he never saw, and you'll learn how denial sounds in daylight when it comes from someone you thought was yours. Garden behind the gym after practice, sirens threading through the trees, a flashlight finds your face in pieces, hands where I can see, and you'll swallow your anger like medicine, 'cause you've watched what happens when you don't. You'll learn to speak in careful sentences, you'll learn to laugh when you're the joke. They'll spit out words like they're harmless, they'll swear it's just the way things are. They'll pin you between two stories and bet on which one goes too far. Back in the pew, the candle flickers, wax running down like a slow bruise. The priest says, "Peace be with you," and you look around for who gets to choose. You watch the rich kids' families rise first, smooth hands, clean records, soft eyes, and you wonder if heaven has an entrance, or if it's just another line. It's fitting you're here, boys, with your steady watching gaze, not because pain makes you holy, but because you're still here anyway. They'll nail your